Yeah, peeps, fucking terse on the old squat box once again, you know. And, oh God, I'm fucking sick of saying this shit, but I guess I've got to go over this fucking same shit again, you know. So yeah, you've got like, you know, TYT, you know, the Young Turks, you know, don't get me wrong. No, I'm an avid watcher of the Young Turks. I don't pay my $10 a month anymore, because they lost me just after the Obama got elected, 2008 I think it was. But I've been watching TYT from about 2006, I think it was 2006, I can't remember, you know, but before Obama, you know, got elected for the first time, you know. But just after Obama got elected, you know, the first time, you know, 2008, I think about 2008, 2008, I stopped paying my $10. And then you got the David Pakman fucking thing, you know, the David Pakman show. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you know, I like what David Pakman, but he's also he's a liberal, sit on the fence piece of shit, you know. He won't turn around, you know, unlike TYT did turn around and call people out. They called them out, and you know, to be honest to TYT, yeah, they call Obama out, and I think Obama is nothing more than a central Republican. He's not a Democrat, he's a centralist, moderate Republican, which he could never have been elected in the Republican Party, so he ran for Democrat, but he knew that. He knew that he had to run as a Democrat, and he talked to the weak, the weak Democratic, you know, bullshitters, and then told everybody that no, he was going to bring them hope and change, and they all voted for him, and he's brought them nothing but the same. And then I watched the David Pakman show, and it's like sit on the fence. Well, what do you think? Do you? Yeah, it's like the liberal viewer. I mean, I watched a liberal viewer on YouTube, and yeah, he never actually, well, he does. Sometimes he comes and says, this is what I think, but most of the time it's basically, you know, this is what I say, what do you think? You know, and it's like, you know, but it's still sitting on the fence kind of shit, and the David Pakman show is sit on the fence shit, you know. I'm wondering, when am I ever going to see a real socialist fucking movement in America? What the fuck is wrong with you? Socialism is not a fucking fucktarded communist fucking point of view. All it is you're left of fucking being Republicans who basically would introduce fucking, you know, this, they say, oh, Obamacare is going to introduce, what do you call it, you know, killing your grandmother, you know, but what the Republicans are talking about, well, yeah, they're talking about mass executions, except, well, nobody's going to be going around and shooting you in the head, they're just going to leave you to die on the pavement. And because you die by yourself with nobody actually having some sort of, you know, real influence on it, you know, nobody's coming around and sticking a poker through your brain, you know, or an ice pick or shooting you in the head. Well, because you die by yourself, because the government didn't help you, well, that's fine. That's fine, because the government didn't actually contribute to you. Well, it did. It contributed to your death by not giving you enough fucking food to fucking live. You know what I mean? I can't fucking understand the fucking TYT or the fucking David Pakmans. I can't understand you fuckers sitting there on the fucking fence saying, well, yeah, the big media, they all say it's well, this and that is the same, and therefore we can't say anything about it, and then you sit there and just do exactly the fucking same. Oh, well, we fucking abuse Obama just as much as we abuse George Bush. We abuse the Democrats just as much as we abuse the Republicans. But in no way can you consider us sitting on the fence. You know what I mean? Yeah, please, Jank, for fuck's sake, pick a fucking side, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Pick a fucking side. Who is the worst fucking devil? You know what I mean? That's all I'm fucking saying. David fucking Pakman, you fucking bullshitting little cunt. You know what I mean? Pick a fucking side. You want people to fucking join up on your fucking internet fucking, no, your little fucking internet fucking TV station? Yeah, you want your TYT, yeah, but you just like to, it's like, no, yeah, oh, well, what do you think, the guy on the other side of the room, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I think you're right, but you're going, fuck all that shit, you know what I mean? Are the fucking Republicans fucktarded? Are the fucking, far fucking right fuckers destroying your fucking country? Yeah, then fucking talk about it! Stop fucking going back with, well, these are the real cunts who are doing all the bad, but over here, there's a Democrat who, stubbed his toe and yelled, oh my God, I'm being persecuted. Fuck that shit! Never mind the fucking, the left. The left has not had enough fucking speech. And if you're not going to talk for them, at least try the fucking right-wing fuckers, you know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be the buffer against the fucking fucktards. And all you're doing is sitting on the fence and being, I'm a sitting on the fence guy. Yes, this side here does bad stuff, and this side here does bad stuff. And the fact that this side here does worse bad stuff, and we tell you about it, but obviously, we've got to come back here to the people on this side doing bad stuff. Please, fucking stop being what you... Jank fucking Uger, you fucking prick. You keep saying the right wing have done all this horrible fucking shit. And you keep saying that the main media will never turn around and say they do this horrible shit. And then you turn around and say, but also, they never talk about Obama's shit. Which they always do. They always compare everything as equal. And you know that. You talk about it in your own fucking shows. And then you turn around and say, oh, but they never mention this. We found this thing out. And by the way, Jake, half the time, by the time you found out about it and talked about it on TYT, it's already been out for 24 hours. You know that. Because it was released at 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? The day before, you did your 4 o'clock show. So, on Tuesday, 8 o'clock, something breaks. 4 o'clock on a Wednesday, you're talking about it. It's already been blown up and discussed, and and your view of it is to, yeah, let's do what the media has done, but let's not be so pushy about it. But you're doing the same fucking thing. You're talking about their talking points. And even when you talk about their talking points, they're saying their talking points, you're still talking about their talking points. What the fuck? You know what I mean? You drive me fucking insane, TYT. I remember 2006, 2007, when you weren't doing that shit. I remember when yous were talking real fucking power. You were talking real power to the fucking power, you know what I mean? Now you're talking bullshit to the power. You're just being the bullshitters that, all the other bullshitters are fucking doing. CNN, you know what I mean? MSNBC, C-SPAN, Fox, you're just doing the same shit. You're just doing it a day later. You're just doing it a day later and kidding on, but you're talking to... You're not talking to power, Jenk. The best thing you've ever done was form wolf/park.com, and my God, I fucking love you for it, you fucking fat Turkish bastard, you know what I mean? I love you, whether I see your nipples or not, I love you, you know what I mean, for doing that. I think it's probably one of the most innovative and most important things that's ever been done in America in the last 30 fucking years. Maybe in the last 40 years. Maybe even the last 50 fucking years, Jenk. You are doing it. But then you're sitting back and you're lauding it up and oh, we're having some successes. You're not even a threat or a danger to them yet. As soon as you become a threat or a danger, as soon as you get 5, 6 states who pass a resolution to put forward a change to the constitution. Oh my God, they're going to wake up to it. The Koch brothers are going to throw £100 million at fucking you up. They're going to investigate every single person in your organisation. All those people who have got any porn on their fucking internet, any porn on their computer, anybody who's ever had a DUI, anybody who's ever been, investigated for a rape at college when they were there, that they were absolved of because it was a false accusation. They're still going to bring it up and they're going to hammer it home, and you're going to find all these people that you've introduced into your wolf pack circle, they're going to be getting attacked. They're going to have millions of pounds spent against them. Do you understand what's going to happen in the future? It's not going to be a breeze, man. You think the hard point is getting some people to support you. No, the hard point is going to be when you actually look like you're getting it done, and then suddenly millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars are going to be spent against you and your idea to fucking blow it out the fucking water. You're on 100-year cycle to get this done. Maybe 100 years ago you could have did it in like 20 or 30 years or 40 years or 50 years, but you're in the age of hundreds of millions of dollars being thrown at you when you start to look like a threat. You don't look like a threat yet. You don't. You look like the guys in New York. What do you call them? The 99%. Where are they now? I don't hear about them. Still hear about the fucking Tea Party. Don't hear about the 99%. What happened to them? Gone. Drowned out by the hundreds of millions of fucking dollars. And I've got to say, wolf-pack.com, you're nothing. One state. It's 50 states. You think you're making progress? Wait till they start throwing $100 million at you every year to fuck you up, you know what I mean? Wait till they start investigating the people that's involved with your fucking, constitutional change, you know what I mean? There's going to be loads of them that got hidden stuff they've not told you, you know what I mean? Oh, they might be great organisers, but they never told you that, when they were 12, they shot somebody in the eye with a fucking, a crossbow, or, you know what I mean? But get let off with it because they were 12, and then that'll be dragged up, They're not going to tell you, I got done for DUI, crashing a tree and my girlfriend. Do you know all that stuff about all the people involved in your organisation? Have you delved into their past the way that the big people with money, the cokes and all that? They're going to dig that shit up, Jenk. They're going to find that shit. Do you know these people who are working for you, doing so well now? Can they survive a real solid attack from the right-wing fuckers who are going to either make shit up, just lie about them and spend, $10 million fucking dollars in their state, putting that on the fucking airwaves? Are you going to be able to fight against that? Do you have the money to rebuke it? I don't know if you can rebuke that shit. I don't know if you've got the money to do it, and do you think, let's face it, these fuckers own all the main media? They're not going to interview your guy, they're going to interview everybody who's speaking against them, Jake. Can you understand what you're up against? I love the idea, wolf-pack.com, I love it. I mean, it's going to help my country, because if you can fucking get money out of politics in America, eventually that's going to feed back to my country, and my country's going to be better off because you exported money in politics to my country. Yeah, your country exported money in politics to my country. They were already, fucktarded, corrupt bastards. But when the big corporations realised and bought over all the companies in Europe and shit like that, and said, well, now we can buy them as well through the back door, giving them you work for us for 3 days a year, we give you $300,000 for working for us for 3 days a year, you can still be a politician, and when that vote comes up, you vote the way we want. And we had just no defences against it, Jenk. We had no defences against it. We were like a newborn babe catching the Spanish flu. No defence. Our countries in Europe were totally overwhelmed with the export of money in politics when it happened 20, 30 years ago, and it totally fucked my country up. The United Kingdom totally fucked up, which is why I want Scotland to be independent. I want Scotland to be independent because I don't believe that the Scottish National Party are so corrupted. To be honest with you, I'm sort of like, they're 30% corrupted, 70% I trust them, and therefore I'm voting for independence, because I'd rather have stupid Scottish people making a fucking decision for Scotland rather than, you know, corrupt English people who I know are corrupted making the decision for my country. So I want to be independent simply for that, where we have Scottish people making bad decisions, and then 5 years down the road we can fucking vote the fuckers out. You know what I mean? And vote somebody in, and we can maybe change the contracts they made and get some of that fucking bad money back. That's what I'm hoping, you know. Oh, dream away, James, dream away, you know. But it is, I dream of a country that can actually have a political system that is run by the people. I mean, America has run this unique democratic, you know, experiment, you know, and basically you fucked up, you lost it, and it's run away from you, and now you are owned by the corporations, and you know, and rich people. And I just hope that, you know, if Scotland can break away from England, we can at least break that tie, because everybody was all focused on London. If we can buy the London politicians and that, so they weren't paying attention to, it's like not paying attention to the States, which you realise in America. If we can get the States on board, you can get that constitutional change, you know. But there's no point in paying any attention to Washington, and that's, we know in Scotland there's no point in paying attention to Westminster. We need to be independent and concentrate on Edinburgh, where the fucktards that we can actually go there and strangle with our own hands if they do something wrong. That comes back into fucking power. Those politicians have to walk the streets. They'll have to walk by people that they've passed laws for, and those people will have to like those laws. That is a beautiful idea of democracy. That's when the people's democracy comes back into its own. You can't pass a law and then walk down the street past people without being fucking killed. Then you made a bad fucking law. When you make a fucking law and you walk down the street, someone attacks you and 10 people defend you, you know you've made a fucking good law. When it's 10 to 1, one person hates it and 10 people like it, you fucking know you've made a good law for the people of your state or your country, or, you know what I mean? And that is the test. If you're a politician and can walk down the main street with no police around you, and the actual populace will protect you, you know you've made a good law. But when everybody wants to kill you, you know you have made a law that only fucking helps 1% of your fucking populace, and therefore you're a bad fucking lawmaker and deserve to be strangled or strung up in the fucking street. You know what I mean? That should be the test of all fucking, you know, senates and congressmen in America. They should pass a law, and then they should walk out of the fucking Senate or the House down the main street of their town, and if people want to fucking string them up, it's up to the people who agree with them to protect them, not the police, not the army. It's up to the people, because you're supposed to be running a government for the people, by the people, you know what I mean? And if the people don't like it and string you up, you know you made a bad fucking law. So on, you fucking van motherfuckers.